Let's talk shift cars, the primary device used by Drive in Kamen Rider Drive. They are miniature car-like gimmicks that serve the purpose to help Shinosuke and others battle the Roimutes. Much like their cousins, the signal bikes, shift cars have sentience and the ability to feel emotion. Though they cannot verbally express these feelings, through beeping or cute car sounds they can express how they feel. It seems Shinosuke, Kiriko, and Mr. Belt are the only ones in the Special Investigation Unit who seem to be able to understand them. Their sentience is noted throughout the series in many ways. Shift cars can be summoned by name or appear on their own accord, and they were usually off investigating their own cases and gathering data until they either completed their assignments or if Drive needs their help. Using the tracks they seem to be able to spawn and travel on, they can not only attack them, but swap hands with unevolved ones and, mollywop, Roidmute constructs. Contrasting the Roimute's heavy acceleration, when a person holds onto a shift car, they are able to ignore the distortions if one is active. If multiple distortions occur, one shift car isn't enough. To solve this problem, a person would just need more shift cars or a more powerful shift car. Medic and Gold Drive showed us that it is possible to affect the shift cars and even control them in certain cases. Medic was able to capture and brainwash a group of the shift cars to work with Chase to mollywop Drive. Chase tried to pull a kamikaze attack against Drive, but was unsuccessful as Drive assumed formula, saving them. Then they were restored by Rina. Gold Drive's weapon stealing ability not only affected the obvious, but it could take shift cars and signal bikes as well. So after getting beaten by him, Rina created a special coating that protected them from the theft ability. By the end of the series, all of the shift cars and the rest of Drive's arsenal were locked under the Drive pit with Mr. Belt. Now it's time to talk about how they work and affect the drivers and arsenal in the series. Shift cars have two modes, machine mode and lever mode. Machine mode allows them to do literally everything we mentioned prior, and only the mock driver and trailer hoe take them in this mode. Lever mode allows them to be used with a shift brace and drive driver to transform or use an array of abilities. Shift cars that change Drive's forms are called type change shift cars. These shift cars work as Mr. Belt's eyes in the field, and he can communicate through them. The most unique of them is Dead Heat, which is a shift car, signal bike hybrid. Mr. Belt cannot communicate through this one and is the only shift car that can't go into lever mode, so no true drive finisher can be done with it. While shift cars that enhance his shift tire on his body, granting him a new ability and or item, is called tire exchange shift cars. These shift cars can be further classified into 4 to 6 styles or categories that correlate with his various forms. It's worth noting that Drive does not need to be in a specific form to use all of the shift cars, but it does imply that certain forms bring out the full extent of a shift car or are easier to use with a certain type. The first of them are speed styled, and all 4 of them sport the motif of a standard 4-wheel car. Wild styled shift cars are based on large powered automobiles, and Technic style shift cars are based on utility vehicles with 6 wheels. The Formula styled are the most interesting of the 4. They are based on the equipment of a pit crew and are all made by Rina. Mega Max Flare is the only high-speed style shift car, but is assumably a more powerful version of Max Flare. And the next style from Surprise Future are futuristic versions of Technic, Deco Traveler, and Justice Hunter. Finally, each shift car can access an array of attacks for Drive, whether it's a weapon or them hands. And the compatibility with them are so well that many of Drive's attacks and finishers are just as versatile as shift cars themselves. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Protodubs, and I did this for Lambo because he asked me to, because I am in love with Drive. If you want to check out my channel, check out my channel, but more importantly, please subscribe to, yes, that's right, the Highsea, or is it the Highsea now? I'm pretty sure his username is just Highsea. Lambo, make sure you correct me, but subscribe to Lambo too. He does great videos. He has to put up with you guys. Actually him. He has to put up with you, actually, in the comments all day. So just, if you're gonna, actually him, smash that like button for me. Smash that like button for me. That's all I ask. Johnny, I don't know what else I should say. You just wrote outro. I don't know what to do.